Chef, China haven't been on the circuit for 4 years. They're back with a bang.
Yeah, they've been shooting really well so far this week. Yeah, obviously they're in the gold medal match here. And yeah, it's interesting to see how they've not showed themselves for so long and then suddenly just show up on top again.
Well, if you're new to recurve archery, as you can see, we're working on a set point system. 3 archers per team. They both shoot 2 arrows. And then we tot up the scores at the end of each set. And if you win by a clear margin, you get 2 set points. If you square up on points, it's a point each. And the target, Chef, for the win?
So 5 set points will get you the win in a team match. So that means 2 wins and 1 tied score, essentially.
We talk about communication in team archery, ever so important here, especially given the fact the wind hasn't really been blowing like it normally does in Antalya.
Yeah, typically in Antalya it's really windy, especially on the finals venue because it's so close to the beach, or sometimes on the beach. It seems to be calm-ish today, but in any way you need to communicate about where is your arrow hitting and where did you expect it to hit, so that you can give some valuable information to your teammates.
Ida Rahman took a bit of time there, didn't she? You only have a certain amount of time to shoot your arrows.
Yeah, I think the Mexican team has pretty quick archers in general, so they should still be fine. I think I just spotted 58 seconds left on the clock, so they should have plenty of time for the second rotation. So good grouping with her 2 arrows. She just needs to probably move her side a little bit over to the right.
So maximum will give you 60 points. $51 for the Chinese trio.
So Alejandra has definitely come out of the gates really strong. She shot 2 10s in her 2 arrows, and that gives the rest of the team a really good opportunity to clinch this set if they shoot some good arrows here.
Called a 10 in venue, but as you can see we've got an asterisk against that 9, meaning that the target judge will have a look at that arrow, but there's some room to breathe here for Ida Rahman. In the compound women's team, recurve women's team gold medal match.
Bit of a long hold there for the Chinese, but still manages to shoot a good shot. Didn't look like it fell apart too much. And it's interesting to see the differences. There's slight differences in all their techniques, although from a distance they look very similar. So you can see the difference, for instance, in the anchor point where Anke Jean barely hits her nose, if she even hits her nose with her string, which is something that I think typically your string hits your nose as like a second point of reference, as we'll probably see here with Alejandra. So just slightly touching that tip of her nose, which just ensures that you have another point of reference, so that your aiming is actually what you're aiming at.
It is a quick shot, isn't it? Quick process.
Yeah, she has a very quick shot, and it seems like that's just her way of shooting. I don't think this is uncommon for her. So interesting to see here for Hai is look at her bow hand. There's a lot of tension on her fingers there, and her fingers are almost horizontal, whereas normally they would be diagonal maybe. But then if we take a look at Zhang, her fingers are almost vertical. So there's a lot of difference there within the same team. And then now we're getting a good look at Zhang barely touching her nose with her string. I think she is slightly touching it, but on the side of her nose rather than on the front, which is more common. And here you can see, like, right on the tip of the nose, and it just makes it easier to get proper alignment with your string and your side window.
Gives them a bit of breathing room. Either a man. 9 will be enough for the set points.
So still hanging out on the right there, but getting it in the goal. But I think she just adjusted her side a little bit more to see if she can get it closer to the middle.
Very vocal, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's like a coaching thing to keep them into the right frame of mind. Might be a very costly aid there. Yeah, they're doing similar, support in the Mexican team. They're shouting at each other, supporting each other on the line as well.
Feels a little bit more free-flowing on the Mexican side in terms of the pepping up, the talking up. As Angela Ruiz scores another 10 for the Mexican team. On the Chinese side, it feels more like a mantra from the coach.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's more of a mental, like you say, a mantra rather than support. But I mean, my Chinese is not particularly good, so I don't know if he's actually saying something really nice.
Gonna have to brush up on your Mandarin because we're in Shanghai next.
Yeah. I'll give it a month and see how far I get.
Xie xie.
So this is what they're looking for. They need to shoot a couple tens to put any kind of pressure on Mexico. But Mexico, keep in mind, they only have to tie this set to get the match win.
Yeah, they've got a bit of room here, haven't they? So 59, the maximum Mexico can get. As you can see, they definitely don't need that. And 9 is enough.
Yeah, they need an 8 and a 7 right now, and that will get them the match win, or 10 and a 5, or a 9 and a 6.
It's a 9 and a 6.
I'm sure Aida will try to hit more than a 6.
I'm sure she will. So a lot of room for error here for Aida Rahman. Oh, of course, it was going to be a 10 to finish off, and a 57 is a great score in recurve archery, especially if it takes you to the recurve women's team gold medal, as it has for Mexico. A dominant performance for them. Great to have China back, but Mexico were too good this morning here in Antalya.